For years I've wanted to go to Mount Augustus. Today's the opportunity to do so. It's in the outback of Western Australia in the Gascoyne Murchison region. We ride through a number of regional towns and country towns, and I'm going with a few mates I've done a lot of riding with over the years. Chris, number 1. Chris, number 2. JP's organised this ride. Dave and Peter. It's not just the names of their motorbikes, they're the blokes that ride it. And me on the DR. JP leads the ride and he's off.
1200.
The shadows are those of the road trains that use these roads. We hit the road and we head first stop, other than your normal pit stop, is Mora. We get up to Mora in an hour or two, a couple of hours. We aim to fill up with some petrol if anyone needed it, and then we keep going. This is all blacktop. It's a good ride. None of us like riding on blacktop. This road's a secondary highway. It's not a national highway. And we're off the national highway because the road trains and all the big trucks and oversized vehicles use those roads. I've been fortunate enough to give work away now, so it allows me a bit more time to get out on the bike, practice my riding, practice my videotaping. We get out on our bikes, we set up our camps, we sit around a campfire, we solve the problems of the world. It's priceless. Funny thing is about riding like this is you're out with the fellas for a few days or a couple of weeks depending on how far you go, but you really only sit around with them for a couple of hours for the whole day. You're on your own most of the time. We don't have microphones, we're not hooked up and talk to each other all day long. I don't think anyone would go if that was the case. We have a great time. We're often in bed and asleep by 8:30, 9 o'clock, depending upon how many problems of the world need to be solved or what the plans need to be if there's any issues that have come up. But it's good fun. We love it, we keep doing it. We keep coming back for more because there's so much to do, so many places to ride around this beautiful country. You know, there's so much that goes into organising one of these rides. We've got to pick a destination, we've got to pick a date, we've got to organise the weather, we've got to organise a catering. The catering can run from Heinz baked beans, sultanas, tin tuna, maybe some 2-minute noodles. We're really fancy, we might pick up some freeze-dried stuff from the camping store. If we're lucky, we'll end up in a pub, get a steak and a cool drink. Who really knows? We'll often drop in and see a bakery or a cafe on the way. Never hurts to do that. So eventually we get to Mora. We stop off, one of the chaps has got to get himself some fuel. Then we head up a little bit further, hit a place called Karoo. That was an interesting spot with a couple of Ukrainian flags flying in the street. There was also a miners' memorial, I think it was. And then we hit Minganyu. Minganyu's got a terrific cafe and a huge number of big road trains that run through that place every day. Wasn't long, I'd filled up. We were on the road to Mullawar. I love to give a shout out to people that do a really good job. The people at the Minganyu bakery had such a spectacularly good offer. They had great food, great service, and a really sensible price. I'd be back there in a flash. In fact, I probably ate too much and drank too much, but you know, you never know when you're going to need something else to eat and you can't find it.
Hey, truck coming down the road.
Here we are at Minganew, just filled up, good cheap petrol, swipe card, 24-hour service, great little bakery in town. Anyhow, we're about to make our way off to Murchison. As we head off to Murchison, as the sign says, we ride through Mullawar. These places have a lot of focus on station life, wildflowers, mining, and cattle. The wildflower season sees so many tourists come through this region, a lot of them retirees, interested in the unique and beautiful flora that the area has to offer. It's a harsh but alluring climate and countryside. It's seen better days in terms of population, but the people that stay here and live here work hard and make a commitment to their community. It's a wonderful place to visit, and you'll always enjoy bumping into someone in these places. It's not long before we find the dirt, and we're on a big open country road. These roads go for hundreds and hundreds of kilometres or hundreds and hundreds of miles. This trip was in excess of 2,300 kilometres, and that's a long way. But generally they're in pretty good condition. The local authorities keep the roads pretty well maintained, generally, in station country and farm areas. But of course, in the wet season, things turn to mud. If someone drives through them, then it's a real lottery. But we love this sort of riding. We get the dust in our hair and in our faces, and you know, takes away the air conditioning and the wrinkles that's given you over the years. It's just fantastic. You do need to watch out for the cows. It's not much different from the city, where you've got to watch out for the cars. The earth is a beautiful, beautiful colour. And matching that with the sky sort of reminds me of the different sides of the colour wheel, actually. Riding over the grids makes you know that you're out there. It's always good. You just keep going. You don't have to go too fast. If you go too fast, it's going to hurt if you come off, and you come off from time to time. When you're on the dirt, you haven't got much time to think about anything else. And as the day gets longer, it's time to start looking for a camp. We put the drone up. Once we've set up, have a bit of a look around, and you can see the fire going. It's the first thing we start. Then we turn up the tents, and once you've put your tent up, you get around and get your meal ready and tell everyone how good you were on the day. It's just fantastic. Fire's good, and then it's time for sleep. Get up again, do it all again the next day. How good's that?